Hey everyone, I'm Ursula Carmona. Welcome to Homemade by Carmona. I'm really excited to show you how to make these holders. They're kind of a classy modern touch that will be beautiful in your tablescape, on your vignettes, or even up on a mantle. There's nothing more special than adding a custom touch to your decor, which is why I love a good project like these geometric bud vase holders. And if you're new to using a torch, this is the perfect starter project. It allows you to get accustomed to using it, and it's easy. Now, for this project, I'm going to be using the BernzOmatic TS8000. It's a high heat torch, and it's perfect for a project like this. It also allows me to have it on a continuous run, so I'm not constantly having to hold down the trigger. Other materials include my plain steel rods, and these are 1/8 inch, and I bought mine in 48-inch runs, as well as my brazing and welding rods, and this one is the bronze flux coated one. Don't forget about your test tubes as well. Now my test tube is a 4.5 inch by 1 inch, but of course any size you get will do. You can always customize your holder to fit the size of your test tube. To get started, go ahead and cut your metal rods to accommodate the size of your test tube. Each holder is made up of 3 long rods and 6 smaller ones that will constitute the ends. The long rods are my 4-inch and the small ones are my 1.5 inch rods. You can cut these rods using a special metal cutting blade on any number of tools. So a chop saw, a jigsaw, a Dremel, an angle grinder, etc. And if there are any rough edges, go ahead and use a grinder to help smooth those out. Now go ahead and place those 3 small rods in the shape of a triangle on your brick work surface. You're going to braze those 3 points. Now just to help stabilize those pieces, because it's not a perfectly even surface, I go ahead and use the additional rods just to help hold them in place so they don't roll. It takes a couple minutes for the bronze to melt and the steel to heat, so some patience is going to be required. If you try to touch that brazing rod to the steel before both are perfectly heated, you might accidentally move the steel piece. You'd have to stop, reposition it, and start again. So just wait. Wait until the very tip of the brazing rod looks like it's almost going to drip. Then you just gently touch it to the heated steel. It's more like hovering and almost gently spreading that liquid. Once those 3 points are connected, it's time to set them aside and create your next triangle. To get them perfectly even to each other, because maybe your triangle isn't going to be a perfect triangle, but as long as the 2 triangles are identical to each other, you won't have a problem. So I go ahead and I place those small rods right there in the outline that was created from brazing the other triangle. Now we're going to connect those 2 longer 4-inch pieces to that triangle. Now, however you choose to stabilize that triangle piece, just make sure it's perfectly upright, because when we connect them, we want everything to be square. Also, make sure that the attaching rods are also square, that they're not skewed to one side or the other, but they're perfectly straight on to that triangle piece. I placed that second triangle piece right above them just to help hold the long rods in place, and also to make sure that they match up on the other end and that everything is straight. Once you've brazed one side, flip it around and attach the second triangle piece. Now you only have the one last long rod to attach, and when it's cool, it's ready for use. And presto, you have your cute geometric holder, and it's the perfect size for your test tube. And now you can go ahead and place plants for being propagated. You can use it as a candlestick holder and put it on all your tablescapes, your vignettes, wherever you love it most. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. For more projects like this, follow me over on Homemade by Carmona. You'll find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, there's always the blog. All right, guys, till next time, keep on DIYing.